Let's see it.
Hey, hello there, wrestling fans! Welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am Joe Panther the Third, and this is my Valentine's episode because I did not want to do an episode on Valentine's Day because I know too many male wrestlers and female wrestlers will be having a fun time with their loved ones. So figured this is like my unofficial Valentine's episode. Of course, I had to bring on a young lady that is absolutely doing fun and having fun on the independent wrestling scene in this great United States of America. Let's give a warm to the Quad City Cutie.
What's
Welcome.
up? Hey, thank you for the introduction. And it is always so great talking to you. Leading up to this, you've been so amazing at communicating and just super happy to be here.
That's what I do. Mark Henry, that's what I do.
Woo!
Like when it comes to podcasting, I have to set a precedence to make people want to come back and want to stay in contact after the podcast. So and also keep promoting the episode so people can want to watch it. And like, even I'm saying, if you want to just take the link after the podcast, not this one, the one for YouTube, put it in your bio so people can go, oh, look, she was on a podcast. Make a look and watch it.
Yeah.
So if my East Coast fans, my East Coast girlies, boys, everybody in the middle that are not familiar with you, Quad City Cutie, and if they're not familiar, well, that's fine. Introduce yourself.
So I am Christy, and I am the Quad Cutie, and right now I also go by Christy Austin, and will very soon be going by something else as soon as I make my debut as a wrestler in the ring. So I am currently a manager, and what I do is I go out and whoever I'm managing, I am their cheerleader. I'm their number one support, and I'm there to hype up the crowd and let's all have a good time because that's what I want to do. That's what wrestling makes me want to do, and that's what I want to bring into the world is positivity, light, and fun. So that's what I'm all about.
Awesome. So where does your Marvel DNA from wrestling start? Like, was it a match? Was it something that your parents or your friends showed you? Was it an independent wrestling show that you went to? What was it that got you so passionate?
So it's actually a long story, but I did not grow up with wrestling at all. I actually, very sadly didn't get to watch it. My mom didn't really condone violence in the household. And so anything that was seen as violence was not allowed. But I always had a love for sports and I always had a love for being active. And so I was teaching in South Carolina. And when I left South Carolina, I decided to pack up my car and move to Utah. Just needed some change and needed something new. And what I ended up getting was my friend that I met was an indie professional wrestler. His name is Dan. And he was a wrestler, currently is, with Devotion Championship Wrestling. And so at the age, I think I was like 25, maybe 20. Well, see, I'm turning 30. So it was about 3 or 4 years ago. I started with Devotion Championship Wrestling. I went to my first ever wrestling show, fell in love with it. I said, I want to do this that same night. And that same night I started helping break down the ring and went to training the next day. And it was the best decision of my life.
Wow. So who trained you?
So the great coaches over at Devotion Championship Wrestling. So like Andrew Sowell, Mean Mike, Vintage Mike, Classic Mike. He's one of the coaches there as well. Manny Lemons and many other coaches along the way that I've kind of picked up little things here and there from, because I do a lot of traveling. And so a lot of my training has come from before the show and getting in the ring and just seeing what I can do and what I can learn from everybody around the country.
Oh wow, awesome. So when you first stepped in the like through the curtain for the first time as a manager, what was it like? Did you have your gear set out? Did you not? Did you have something that you threw together? Like, and where do you come up with your outfits? Because your outfits are always so like awesome and like
Oh, thank
just
you.
yeah, they're very, as I would say, they're very healthy. They're like good. They're I
Oh,
take
thank you so
crap.
much.
I think
I love that.
I call that healthy. It's like for me, that's a Joe made up word. Remember that, fans. Make up your words as you go.
You can. Yeah, Dr. Seuss did it and now look at him. So
Mm.
but what I do, but for my first ever manager show, so I was a referee for a really long time. So obviously that outfit was easy to pick out. But my first time as a manager was with my husband, who is Brett Buffshay, the quad daddy. And I chose to go out with him and just wanted something new, wanted to be able to interact with the fans a lot more than I was able to before. And so what I wanted to portray was like bright colors. I just wanted to match my husband's energy, which is very energetic. It's very like high, like happy, good energy that makes you just want to get out of your seat and cheer. And I wanted to portray that as well. So I can't remember what I wore the very first time, to be honest with you, but the evolution of the quad cutie has really stemmed from like I used to be a cheerleader, and so a lot of that has come from like wanting to bring those cheerleader qualities into being a manager, because it is a little difficult sometimes to be a babyface manager as opposed to for a heel. And so as I went out there and developed myself, it was really just about going out there and making sure I bring as much energy as my husband does.
Mm. Remember, Quad Daddy. Don't forget. Don't Duck Dudes at Ringside are actually looking for you. Let's
I
something, brother.
know,
Like,
don't tell Mark House.
don't
Yes.
worry. I've been watching him too. I'm a little shameful. I'm one of those people that if I could get a blow dart, I'd be like, as you're walking, as he's grabbing you, I'd just be like this.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, no one
I'm
would know.
little. I need multiple because he's. I throw my panther claw at him. Sorry, there's only three. It'd be only three claw marks. I don't know. I was grabbing a bad guy and I kind of like broke the other fingers. But we still have claw marks. There's three.
100%.
People are like, why am I getting scratched by three paws? They're very dangerous. They're little. They're
Mhm.
pointy. It's like nails. Yeah, there you go. I broke my other nails. I just don't know how to pick my other hands up. But
It works.
have you like considered that like you're in this era of like independent wrestling that like now that it's back from COVID, I guess do you feel that like independent wrestling now has like a brand new look to the way it looked before COVID?
So, unfortunately, it's hard for me to say because a lot of what I've learned from pre COVID is like just from film review and watching old previous matches and everything. Because, like I said, it wasn't until after COVID that I even learned that wrestling like was what it is, you know. And because I just thought it was guys who get in the ring and just like punch the crap out of each other, and then I was like, I don't want to watch people like really like hurt each other and like that kind of thing. And so when I really saw what it was and I saw the beauty, like the beauty and the performance of it, that's what made me fall in love. So I guess what I can say about the pre-COVID era versus now is, I mean, pre-COVID, I didn't watch wrestling and now I do. And I have gone back and I've watched pre-COVID era. And I think that there's this kind of aura about that wrestling that just like is totally different than now, where it was so gritty and it was so like you were so invested because it felt so like real. And I'm not saying that's not how it feels now, but I feel like we now live in a very like PC world where it's kind of hard to delve into storylines that go to the extremes that they did in the past.
Mm. Oh. So now you're in the middle of this with wrestling and like do you feel that like now that you're in the middle of this big wrestling bubble, I don't know why I'm doing this. It's like I'm trying to brainwash the audience. Ooh, slow motion for you. And knock you out. What happened? Well, what happened? Do you feel like when kids come up to you now, do you feel like a superhero when you come out when you go out to do the meet and greets and stuff like that?
Honestly, yeah, it feels like it just feels really good to see. Like, I have a niece and nephew on my husband's side that are 3 and 4, and just hearing them like talk about the wrestling and remembering the matches, and like 3 weeks later they're still like so hype about everything, and like they're obsessed with my husband, and they see him as a superhero and they see me as a superhero, and they just like love us so much. And then to just like be able to see fans, and I normally have the face gems on, and so usually what I'll do is I'll have face gems, and if there's kids, then I'll pass those out so they can wear them as well. And it's just so sweet to see how their face lights up because they have these like beautiful shiny things that they get to wear during the show and just like be a part of it. And it just it reminds me a lot of when I was a teacher, and it feels like I'm making that same like difference in lives, but I'm having so much more fun doing it.
Awesome. And yeah, I hate to talk about this, but right now there's a lot going on with you in the shows, and I'm scared for your character. Like it freaks me out to even
Me
talk about.
too. Yeah, this is not a good situation. It's been super hard to stay positive and remain above it all because it's so many heavy emotions going on for sure.
Ugh. So how are you surviving in this with this crazy negative energy over your shoulders right now, watching everything you do?
Man, honestly, I definitely have days where I feel like it breaks me down, you know? Like I feel like we all have days where we feel a negative energy that weighs down on us. And I feel like the best way to get through that is to just keep moving forward because all you can really do is put one foot in front of the other. The alternative is to quit, and that's not an option. And so while the situation might be bad, I know it's not forever. And I know that good always prevails, so that no matter what happens, no matter how bad it can get and how bad the situation is, I always maintain that hope that it'll always get better. And of course, I always have God on my side, and that's a huge part of my life and beliefs. So, yeah.
Yeah, every time I see a promo, you pop up and you're in like trying to get away and hiding. And I just saw the one of he was trying to take your phone away. I was just like,
I know, it made me unfollow my husband and everything. And I think that he's really just trying to get into Brett's head and my head and break us down because I feel like he sees our value and he sees what amazing like people we can be. And I feel like I don't know, I don't want to say anything that is going to get him upset. Obviously, you've seen the videos, and I don't want to start any drama, but I definitely feel like the situation has gone in such a crazy direction that I hope that everyone comes to their senses soon and doesn't let Mark get into their heads quite like he
yeah.
has.
Don't worry, you got dudes at ringside in your corner. Don't worry. If he messages me and
Thank you.
tells me take the video down, I'm gonna tell him, well, not to be rude, but go shove it.
Uh-huh. That's right. I mean, just kidding. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mark.
Okay. Is everything okay? Is there like anybody over there? Just be careful. You know.
Yeah, no, I'm by myself, thankfully, right now.
Good, 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 good. So let
Yeah,
me know if you need to wrap it. I'll cut. I'll shorten it. You know what I mean? Just give me a look, hand gesture, like something like that.
absolutely.
We'll be fine. Okay, good. Um,
Thank
when it
you.
comes to like training, because I know like wrestlers have like certain training regimens, and what is like your normal training regimen like?
So I feel like professional wrestling, it's if this is like really something that should like it wants to be taken to the professional level, you have to treat yourself like an athlete and treat your body and your mind like an athlete. And so what that means is discipline. And I'm constantly in physical activity, so I'm always moving. I'm always walking. I like to walk instead of drive my car most of the time just to get extra cardio in. And I love to go to the gym. I make it a goal to go every single day and weight lift and that kind of thing. And then we have training at our training center at Devotion, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So it's pretty nice. I like to stay busy and I like to stay moving. So that's what I like to do.
Awesome. With the name Quad Cutie, do you have to like represent that and like work on the quad super hard?
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Absolutely. I definitely have a name to live up to. So as long as they stay cute, we're good.
What is like the limit for you and your husband to like do your quads? Is it like a contest you do against each other unless you have the best quads at the end of the week?
Oh, there's no contest. Mine are definitely the best. Yeah.
Oh God, he's gonna
No,
storm
I'm just
in here like, what are you
kidding. He's
talking
the
about?
original. He is the quad daddy. He's the original quad. People chant quad when they see him. So I definitely have to reach that level. And he's been the best coach for me in the gym too. He's so knowledgeable about weightlifting, and he's taught me pretty much everything I know. So I'm super grateful that he loves the quad so much.
He gives me this feeling when I see him. You gotta tell him, Joe Panther. He makes me think of like old school WCW wrestlers.
Oh, that's
Like,
perfect. Yeah, me
like
too. I feel that too.
his outfits and everything. He makes me think of oh my gosh, I'm blanking. I know some of the guys I used to watch, and I call myself Mr. Old School. The definitely he gives me a vibe of like the '90s going into the '80s, going into the '80s, going into the '90s. Like, oh my gosh, I can't think of it. Oh, Johnny B. Bad. Like he has like a Johnny B. Bad vibe that like all
Yeah.
he needs is that outfit that Johnny B. But he has the outfit. He has like that
Mhm.
leopard trunks and his
Yeah.
the pictures on the t-shirts with the leopard and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
it just gives me that passionate like WCW '90s bright shiny wrestlers that like nowadays if you give am I right? The wrestlers
Oh
now
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
are so like nobody wears bright outfits anymore. Like what in the
Yeah.
world?
I know, and it's so much fun. I love wearing bright colors. Like that's what I love personally. So to be able to bring that out to the ring and like have other people love it too, that just makes it even better.
Yeah, and it makes me sad because we're now in an era of wrestling that like it's completely different than the original with independent wrestling.
Mhm.
Like when when it comes to like fans, do you guys ever get any gifts from the fans, like pictures or anything like that?
We do actually, and it's my favorite thing in the world just because I mean, a gift from a fan is just a physical representation of how much they mean, like how much you mean to them. And to me, and like that's my goal in life is if I can make one person's life better, like that's my goal. Like that's what I'm here to do is to make people's lives better and happier. And so when I receive gifts, I've gotten some crazy stuff. The craziest thing I think I've ever received was a giant pack of like fireworks that were like it was like $500 worth of fireworks because
Oh
they
my
were in
god.
a fireworks stand. And so we haven't gotten to set them off yet, but I'm so excited too because these fireworks look insane.
Are you able to do the fireworks? Because in PA where I live, it's certain areas that you're allowed to do. Like in New
Yeah.
York, of course, fireworks are allowed. But in PA, it's kind of like get caught. Fire the police will come and
Yeah.
pick you up.
So not where we went from Georgia and now we're in Utah, and in both places it's definitely like I think certain times like 4th of July and then like New Year's Eve pretty much out here. So yeah, we're just waiting for the right time. We might have to go out into the mountains one of these days.
Go in the mountains, don't
Wow.
get caught. Be careful.
Yes,
You have
exactly.
some stray animals running out of the caves, kind of kill you. Like, oof.
Yes.
So I love supporting my local businesses and local foodies. As being a foodie myself, uh, what is that local cuisine that you would say that you always have to have, like on a cheat day that you have to have?
Mm, man, my cheat day food is always pizza, and we
Ooh.
have a lot of good local spots around here. But I have to say, like, I like the classic, like, Domino's pizza. There's just something about being able to, like, I don't know, like, it just brings back childhood memories and everything, and just that, it just feels like you deserved it.
Mm. So
Yeah.
if you got a quad cutie slash quad daddy pizza on the menu of Domino's because they knew about you and they're like, oh my
Uh-huh.
god, these two are amazing. We have to represent them. What would be on the quad cutie slash quad daddy pie?
Man, I feel like it has to be, I mean, pineapple for sure. We got to bring the color, we got to bring that juice. And then I feel like we got to get our protein in there too. So I'm going to say like some chicken on there and maybe make it like a barbecue base. And we're going to have like kind of like a barbecue Hawaiian pizza.
Ooh, party on a pizza.
Exactly, exactly. A little controversial, but you got to love it.
I'm New York, so I like if I'm in a cool mood, I have two different pies for Joe Panther. Regular New Yorker, I would have plain good old fashioned pepperoni pizza
Hmm.
with like the hot honey across it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that stuff is so nice. Yes.
The first time I had it is when I went to upstate New York with my buddy to go to a wrestling show, and I was like, "Wow, this is fire! This is boss! This is
That's
absolute
awesome.
boss,
Yeah,
man! I
it's
love
so
it!
good.
I
Yeah,
love
like
it!"
just some chicken and you put that right on top. That's all you need.
Yeah, and if I'm in a Joe awesome mood, a buffalo chicken pizza.
Yeah, those are
Like,
fire.
but
Buffalo.
the way
Chicken,
someone made it one
yeah.
time was with blue cheese, like with like blue cheese. No regular cheese like a regular pizza. It was made with like buffalo chicken, and it's in a spiral
Well,
with the
that's
blue cheese on it. So it has to be like woo like that. But it looks like me like this. Like he looks like I got him like a
oh, tasty.
flame.
That's
That's
so
make it.
funny.
Yeah, because it has to look like or it says "Dudes at Ringside" and on the made in pepperonis, like or
Nice.
whatever. Yeah, that'd be
That's
mine. I
pretty
love buffalo.
sick.
I love buffalo chicken. I say you can't eat a buffalo pizza slice of pizza without having like 5 napkins.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah,
You
otherwise
can,
it's not a good slice of buffalo pizza.
oh no, I've seen buffalo pizza made like a regular pizza with like slices of pepperoni, like buffalo like chicken, like I guess like made like wings, but they chopped it up and they put it on the pie. But that one's not original. Like it's just plain. Like it's boring.
It is.
Like
It is. You have to have a little bit of flair.
yeah. Um. So if you have any upcoming shows, if you want to talk about it now before we start getting to the fun parts.
Yeah, well, actually, tomorrow we have the Heartbreak Showdown. It's Devotion Championships Wrestling show at Light Tree Studios in Salt Lake City, and that's going to be super fun. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow with our storyline, and I'm really nervous because Mark is a scary dude. Obviously, I hope they let Brett fight for me, and I can come home and be with him. So who knows what's going to happen, but definitely check us out in Salt Lake City. We run monthly, so you can always check out my Instagram and see updates for upcoming shows. So thanks for the
Amazing.
plug.
No problem. I love doing that. I love doing that. Just in case one of your fans see it and they're like, "Oh crap, I got to go to a show tomorrow," but it's Valentine's Day.
100%. And man, we've been selling out, so it's important. You got to get your tickets soon. We got March 14th coming up, and then we do a bar show at the end of the month in Utah as well. So definitely hit up my Instagram, and you'll see all the updates.
Why is Lorena not in the chat? So you tell him, girl, like, yeah, giving me more info. Like, she's not in the chat. Where are you,
I
girl?
know, I know. I don't know
She
where
made
she.
the promo with you. I was expecting to see her next to you. I was like, Lorena.
I know. Yeah, we were at training together, and she's definitely one of the best people I know at Devotion. She works her butt off. She's beautiful, and she's the best ring announcer around. So what else can you say?
I'm jealous. I wish I could have hung out with you both. It would have been like, I'm short, so it would have been looked like two children hanging out with you. Like, oh, look at these little kids. Like, hey, first off, Joe's 42 years old. He ain't no child. Like,
That's
I
so.
hang out with kids, so I'm trying to keep me on like a vampire. I had never bit their necks, but I hit them with my eyes. I'm like, keep me young, keep me young. No, that's wrong. That sounds wrong, Joe. So one of my like on the verge of the last few questions I'm going to ask you today. So, what does it feel like to be in the like next leg of like independent wrestling? Like that, everybody has a generation. You're like in the next leg of like the managers, like that legacy of like managers in the indies.
So I feel like it's just a lot of fun. I feel like there's like so much I still have to catch up on, like that I missed. Like so many people I know in the business grew up with wrestling, and they can like tell you what at WrestleMania, like who wrestled who and who won and everything. And I've been getting better at that. And so I feel like that, along with like learning moves, and because what I really want to do is wrestle. And so I have been training to wrestle this whole time. And so when I go out there to manage, it's really exciting because I think that I get to see everything and see this new age from a different point of view from all the wrestlers there now, so that when I do get to start wrestling, I'm going to have a fresh perspective and hopefully bring something really new to the table.
I don't know if you heard that, but I heard something bang in the background. Oh no.
Oh no, I don't know. It might be an intruder.
Uh,
It sounds like someone's at the door. Hold on.
oh no.
Hello? No.
What?
Stop. I'm just doing an interview. Mark, stop.
Oh no. You gotta go?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.